Welcome back to the channel. So yesterday, the All-Star Skills Competition did take place, and we've got all of our 99 stat adjusted players from the event so far heading into the actual All-Star game. So for anyone that didn't know, whoever won each individual skills competition from the All-Star Skills Comp event, 2 stats for that player were boosted to 99. So we'll go over all of those and what they're going for in the auction house right now leading into the game. And remember, in the actual games that will take place today, they will go up +1 overall for every single goal they score. Remember, speed goes up by 0.5, which is very important to remember because I think a lot of people do forget that and they just assume that a couple goals and these guys' speeds are just going to take off. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the new 90 overall All-Star cards. All right, we'll start first with the accuracy winner in the 90 overall, Sebastian Aho. So he does have wingman and fly the zone, so you can choose between acceleration and speed to be boosted to 91. And then he's got Thief if you want to play him at center, which is probably a good play at this point, considering he's got a little bit lower skating stats, just in comparison to some other players. Close quarters is awesome, I think, as a superstar ability for centerman. Elite edge is a little expensive unless you're playing him as your first-line player. Now, across the board, his stats are kind of mediocre in the sense that his skating is around 90, essentially. His hand stats are in the low 90s, and then body checking is 83. However, 99 wrist shot accuracy and power is phenomenal. The one knock I will say is that if you're going to have someone have wrist shot accuracy and power boosted to 99, you kind of want to have it on a winger, and I think that, you know, while left-handed wingers are still kind of lame at the top end, there isn't a lot of amazing ones that have great size, speed, and shot. I think that he doesn't separate himself enough. In my opinion, I think he needs to score a couple goals in the event. And guys, I need you to remember that they're only guaranteed one game. Each division will play, you know, like they will play one game, and the loser of those games, they're done for the day, and then the winners will play each other for, you know, the championship of the All-Star, whoever wins the All-Star games. So they're only guaranteed one game. So a lot of people think that they've got a couple games to score some goals. They don't. They've only got, you know, maybe one. So just keep that in mind. I think this is a great card. We'll take a look at what he's going for in the auction house right now. And a lot of these have really jumped up in price, but 80K, that's not terrible. But I do need to mention, like, if he doesn't score any goals, it's just an okay card. And again, it's kind of on an awkward position because I think you do have to play him at center at the current state. If he gets up to like 92 or 93 speed, that's going to take like 4 or 5 goals. So I don't see that happening, but nonetheless, if you have him untradeable, the 99 wrist shot makes him viable no matter what. Then we've got the 90 overall, Jack Campbell, who did win the streak competition. He's got silver post-to-post, last stand, and no timer. He does have breakaway and shot recovery boosted to 99. Honestly, 2 of the worst goaltender attributes raised to 99, which is always why goaltenders kind of don't get a lot of love in this event. However, he has 91 speed, he's 6'3", has silver post-to-post, so it's not like he's going to be a bad goaltender. The problem is I don't think you want to spend the amount of coins to actually go out and get him. So like 80,000 coins, if he gets boosted +4, like let's say the Atlantic wins, then he becomes really interesting because his speed goes up by 4 to 95. All of his other glove hands and all of that go into the mid-90s. He becomes quite interesting at that point. I don't know if I'd spend 80,000 on a non-master set goaltender that, you know, kind of needs a little bit more help, but nonetheless, it's still a very good goalie. And again, if you're hut rich, maybe take a shot because, again, I think if he does get up to 94, that does, you know, make him viable. Last night, Victor Hedman won the hardest shot competition, clipping 103 miles an hour, and honestly, it was kind of a worst-case scenario. His team of the year does not improve, so for anyone asking those questions, it's an overall that will go up, not the actual individual attributes, so he does get 99 slap shot power and accuracy, which is great in most NHL games, but D to D one-timers just don't go in the same rate that they did in the prior years. He got thunderclap, but again, it just doesn't seem viable. In reverse on someone who's going 87 speed is just a waste of points, in my opinion. And then again, he doesn't have the abilities that make his team of the year card very, very good. The shot is awesome, but man, we were so close to Adam Pelech winning, which I think would have been absolutely gigantic for his card. 86 speed and acceleration is just rough. Like, they're at this stage, even though he's 6'6", like, it is just, there's no way around that. And I think if you have this card, I'd probably sell him for 80K. I'd try and get whatever you could for him. If people want to focus on the slap shot power and accuracy, let it be. But there's just no reason to keep this card. He's gonna be very, very difficult to use. And defensemen don't typically score in the All-Star games. I think the most ever is 2, so keep that in mind. Jack Hughes won the creative breakaway competition. Well, I mean, he kind of did. It was a pretty cool shot, and obviously Pietrangelo, I mean, that was just a mess. There's no way that Zegras doesn't win that. But anyways, this is a good card. I mentioned this in my review of all of the All-Star cards. 92 speed, 94 acceleration is awesome. He is going to put on a show, I think, and going to try and score quite a bit in the actual game that he plays. Wheels is nice. I don't think I would activate it on someone who's in the lower 90s, but if he can score like 2, 3, maybe even 4 goals, this card becomes really, really nice. He's gotten 99 puck control and 99 deking, which is awesome for making those cuts and spins, as well as all of the dekes at high level. All alone, obviously, is pretty pointless, but Silver Elite Edges is awesome. So I think this is one of the better ones that you could grab. His 92 is so good, however, and if he's going for anywhere like over 125,000 coins, there's no shot I would do it, but you could luck out if he does score a few goals, in my opinion. Pavelski won the 21 and 22 events, and again, he got offensive awareness and defensive awareness getting boosted up to 99. It's just his skating is so slow for someone who's 5'11". You could technically play him at center. He does have Thief, but then you're taking away acceleration. There's just no way. Like, unfortunately, there's no way that I would use him. He would have to score like 7 goals, and yeah, he's going for the bare minimum, guys. Yeah, I just don't see any reason to invest in him, in all honesty. Pietrangelo did somehow win that breakaway competition. 88 speed, 89 acceleration. Deacon got to 99, as did puck control, which is just not really all that important on a defenseman. Tape to tape, I'm not huge on activating for defensemen. Same with Seeing Eye, unless he has 1T. This is a nice defenseman for anyone that has looking for like a holiday team that was made around the holidays. But just not a lot here. He doesn't have like the abilities that you want on some of the bigger defensemen. However, his skating it's bad. Like 88 speed at in February is tough sell. If he had gold shutdown, maybe. But there's just really no reason to invest in him. A lot of these cards are going for way more. There's something I do need to mention, guys, about the All-Star event. And the same goes for like the World Junior event and any event that cards go up and down based on value. You have to remember that there are so many people buying these cards with not the intention to use them, but the intention to buy them and then see them go up in value because they go up a few overall points, and then they flood the market. So you have to be aware that you can probably still get these cards cheap, even if they improve a couple overall points, because everyone that gets them, they're not trying to use them. They're just trying to make some coins, and they all just try to undercut each other. And it happens every single event like this, especially with the World Junior event and the All-Star event. So keep that in mind. Andrei Vasilevsky was also the other streak winner. Doesn't have goal post to post. And honestly, at 6'3", I think in 22, we've realized that really doesn't have any value, in all honesty. So if you do have him, I would sell him. And he is going for quite a bit. I can't for the life of me figure out why, other than the fact that people are going to think that he's going to go up to 94, which is a good possibility. I just don't see, without goal post to post at 6'3", why you would want to do that. Zach Werenski, 90 speed, 89 acceleration among left-handed defensemen. I've mentioned this before that, anyone that has 90 speed that is a defenseman that is tall is valuable in the sense for newer players, because there isn't a lot of them. There just isn't a lot of great defensemen that have good size and 90 speed. And 90 speed is kind of where you want to focus, unless they have something crazy like unbelievable zone ability, something like that. But he did get boosted to 99 hand-eye and passing. And again, hand-eye is just super pointless on a defenseman, obviously. Passing is nice, but just not a lot here. Like, you'd rather see him win something else, and his attributes just not really impactful. So I do think this is good for anyone that is looking for a non-master set left-handed defenseman. And if he keeps falling to like 70K, I don't think it's awful, in all honesty. And we got the biggest winner in terms of HUT, the 89 Jordan Kyber. Doesn't get bumped to 99, but does get 99 speed and acceleration. And anytime that you get 99 speed and acceleration, that is extremely valuable. Like, that is, there's no way around that. 6'1" right-hander that has 99 speed is obviously extremely valuable, especially with the Wheels synergy or Wheels superstar ability activated. This is a great card. If you have him, you're in luck. I think that he will score at least 2, maybe 3 goals in this event, I would think, just because he is a really good shooter. And with someone who has just gone to the All-Star game for the first time, the veterans usually try and hook up the newcomers. So we'll see it. If he gets into the mid-90s for shooting, you're laughing if you have this card. We'll take a look at his price because obviously he jumped up the most. 229 right now. I wouldn't go over 200K in all honesty. 99 speed is very valuable, but if you have like Barzal or McKinnon's X Factor, those kind of cards, I don't really see the reason to go out and spend 200K on them. However, if you don't, 200K is a nice discount for 99 speed and acceleration if you don't have any of those bigger guys. Like, again, if you're a holiday player, this could be an easy way for you to get 99 speed and acceleration. And for 200K, that's a great price, but we'll have to wait and see. You'd have to cash in before the event because if he scores a couple goals, this thing's going to shoot way up. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for all of the skills competition winners. I will have another video that will come out after the All-Star game that will go over all of the bigger updates there. Again, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and like the video if you do enjoy it, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.